That telepathy, yeah, the communication by means of mental processes rather than ordinary means. Telepathic judges, yeah, that read the memories of the accused. Then there's that Telnet. It's a protocol allowing users to log in and access files from any terminal. Yeah. Then there's my personality, my temperament, my characteristic way of thinking, reacting, or behaving, the temperamental. These federal laws, yeah, they give me the right to sue you. Ouch. And for some reason, you don't want to hear that. So you want me to use telepathy to communicate instead of videos? Yeah. Mhm. Well, Judge, you just don't listen. Now, today, I'm going to want custody of my sons. Yes. All five of them. And then I'm going to want to know which of them thinks they're the smartest. Yes. Now, let's say my genetics, right? My mother and my father, they conceived me and I was born. Now, both of them thought that they were very smart, but they weren't. And then there's my grandparents, right? Clara, graduated from Roosevelt High School in Clallam County in 1936. Yeah. The daughter of Elmer and Verna Holz. Yes. Had a little place out there on O'Brien Road. She married my grandfather. Yes. Edward Budnick had a place in Yuma, Arizona. Yes. Quite possibly had a large amount of water underneath his place. Yes. They decided to have a child named Paul Douglas Budnick. Yes. Now, he was somewhat rebellious. Yes. But for whatever reason, he was the actual conceiving father. Then there's the other side. There's Eunice Condit. Yes. That was named Eunice Coleman. Yes. That married a man named Raymond Arp. So her first marriage was Eunice Arp. And then there's Raymond Arthur Arp, my biological grandfather. Yes. Yes. That was supposedly Dutch. Yes. That might have had some Nazi leanings in his personal family during that time. Now, if I go back generation after generation, yes, there's probably not a record of exactly who they were having sex with. Yes. Now, when I say something that you haven't discovered, yes, it could be one of these individuals that we no longer identify with 1,000 years after they no longer exist. And since we can't go all the way back in my genetic structure, yes, even though you think you can, I'm going to want some intelligence today about why it is that you're not listening. Yeah. Okay. Now, let's talk about your fraud. Pooh. My consumer protection rights are being violated because of your refusal to remove it. And when I informed you of the fraud of issuing court orders using forgeries, yes, lookalikes, yes, and having me arrested for false accusations of crimes, yeah, you decided that your genetics were smarter than mine. Pooch! And every time that somebody said, well, you just don't realize if he'd just sew in, he'd have so much money. He could pay for sex like the rest of us do. Yes. But my thought was that sex should be free for those that want to volunteer to have that. See, I don't pay for sex. No. I'm one of those American citizens that said, well, I'm just not going to pay for it. If you don't want to give it to me, yes, I don't want to receive it. Now, this is called, yes, an SD card. Yes. And it can be used in this capacity. And I kept it in its original plastic, though the plastic has broken. Yes, it does. But I keep it clean with the intention of putting videos on it. Yes. So that I can upload it to YouTube. Yes. So I can email it to you. Yes. So you can hear.